I'd like to welcome everyone to Dorothy's memorial. I took some time out to write down what I wanted to say, and I hope you get the essence of who Dorothy is. I want to first read 1 Corinthians chapter 13, chapters 1 through 13. And if I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not loved, I'm only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith that can move mountains and have not loved, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and surround my body with flames, but have not love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when the perfect comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind. Now we see but a poor reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. I started this Bible verse because it expresses what I believe, and I know what Dorothy felt and believed. Dorothy Ann was like an egg with an expressed hard shell. But on the contrary, she was soft, loving-hearted individual. Her outward appearance, with her short, flaming red hair, would tell you in no uncertain terms that was her color. Plus, her dress wardrobe seemed to tell the same story, vibrant and lively. She was always the life of any gathering, and at times would give you a hard time when expressing her views, but would listen to your viewpoint. The side of Dorothy that I will remember most is her compassion and love for others. She tried to be helpful and caring to what some others would consider a fault. But on this subject, she was normally silent so not to draw attention to herself. She was very strong in her faith in God and lived in such with prayer and help for those in need. Growing up with Dorothy was like all large families, challenged with living in a small house. There were 6 of us kids, I being the oldest, and Dorothy being the next 6.5 years younger. Then there was a stair-step of Mary Louise, Catherine Jane, Raymond Francis Jr., and Gerard Joseph. And Gerard Joseph, who was the youngest, was born after I joined the military. We had our squabbles, but looked after each other. Dorothy and I would tease and also badger a lot after supper, doing all the dishes. With a family of that size, there was plenty to do. I still think Dorothy got out of more than she should, but retrospect, we had fun badgering each other. The evenings went by a lot faster. We looked out for each other and kept each other out of trouble. I think we accomplished that. Dorothy had a Dorothy also had a beautiful voice and loved to sing, but never pursued that love. As I stated before, Dorothy had compassion that for those that were down and out. I think this is what she would want to be remembered as the main focus of her life. She didn't always express this, but in our conversations, this would come out. She had love for others, even when others would say things that would be harmful. She had this loving, forgiving nature all her life. This is why I chose 1 Corinthians chapter 13 as being appropriate and really expressing the loving nature of Dorothy. I will miss Dorothy's presence and teasing about calling me the energy bunny, which I think that was a little bit far-fetched, but that's what at least she saw it. Her laughter and warm smiles. But even though she is with God, I know He has a very special place for her. She will always be in my heart and memories. I love you, Dorothy.